Welcome back to the final segment of the 2011 NBA mock draft. Big Pimpin, Clueless Cletus, Fourth Key TV, coming back at you to finish it off.
Clueless, huh? Okay, we're gonna see.
Gonna come back at you with number 21, the Portland Trailblazers. I'll tell you what, Clueless, you let me know what you think on this one. Lucas Reba Negoria, 7-footer out of Spain. I'll tell you what, peace, Greg Oden. It's time. Take your mental problems out of there. LaMarcus Aldridge needs a partner.
Okay, obviously you're on the Nowitzki train. You know, all the European players are just great now, huh?
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm picking a European player too.
Who you got there? Who you got?
I'm going with Davis Bertans.
Okay.
It's a great shooter. You know, I think Portland needs more shooters. I think Brandon Roy, his time is up.
Oh, Brandon Roy All-Star guy.
So is Oden. They do need big man too.
Okay.
But I'm going to go with David Bertans. Right
Okay. Well, let's move on to number 22.
Okay.
Well, what do you got there? I'm just wondering what you were thinking there.
Denver Nuggets. Interesting team. Very interesting team. I'm going with Kenneth Faried. Power forward. You know, his offensive skills aren't that great. You know,
not polished. It's a talent pool at this point. You take the best player available.
He's a good defender.
You know what?
That's slasher, athleticism.
Yep.
You know, that's not a bad pick.
Not at all. That's when I move on to Jordan Williams. I noticed you had him earlier in the draft, I do believe.
Yes, I do.
I think Jordan Williams, power forward out of Maryland, I believe he's the best player available at this point.
Okay.
And I'm going to move on to number 23 to Houston. The Yao Ming train is gone, cut. So this is where I had Juwan Johnson fall into. You get a 6'11" guy. He's a little skinny. He needs to get in the weight room, work out. He can score. He actually has low post moves. It's possibly a good pick. It's a hit or miss. At this point, like I said, it's a talent pool.
Okay. I don't know if you want to call this a sleeper or not. You know, you U of M fans, you know, I'm kind of giving you guys support. Darius Morris.
Demo. It's time.
Devo. Yeah. That's what they call him.
Okay. I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
Well, you know, he's a good guard. You know, he does need to improve some of his point guard
Or
skills.
general.
But he is a
general at that point. I
agree. He can penetrate also.
I like the pick.
You know, they got to get somebody because Aaron Brooks, you know, they traded him off.
He needs to learn how to shoot and use the left hand.
Learn that.
Number 24. This is going to break some hearts right here. This is Oklahoma City. They're so close, and they bring it out with a Kyle Singler out of Duke. Another Dookie. Small forward, possible. Power forward, I doubt it how they'll use him. I think they'll just go with a four guard forward formation and run with the center, Kendrick Perkins, if he can come alive. And I think it's the best pick available at this point. Like I said, you have to go with talent.
Yeah, and that's why I'm going with Tyler Honeycutt out of UCLA. This guy, he kind of, you know, during the end of the season, he kind of came along, you know, had a 33-point breakout performance. I think it was one of the last games that they had. You know, he has potential. He has a lot of potential.
He has potential. A little skinny.
He's skinny.
Get in the weight room.
He got to get in the weight room.
Yeah.
But I mean, just the tutelage of the younger players will help him also because they know, you know, where he's trying to get to.
Oh yeah.
And Oklahoma City is on their way up.
Like I said, you got to go with the talent at this point.
At that point in time.
Okay, so we move on to Boston, number 25. And actually, I think I did screw up. I think that my pick at 25, and I had him fall all the way here, and I believe you took him way earlier, is Jordan Hamilton out of Texas. If he falls this far, it's a steal. I think he will. Lack of workout efforts, from what I understand. Possible upside, big downside. It's a gamble at that point, but at this point, Boston, NBA, D-League player possible from the start, and we'll see what happens there.
Well, you got to go with the talent available. Boston, I hear their bones creaking because they're so old.
Yeah.
So they got to get some fresh talent. Trey Tompkins. Power forward out of Georgia. He's a highly skilled offensive player. He already looks like an NBA vet based on his moves and everything.
He's a rebounder.
He's a rebounder. So, you know, gives them a little youth, which they need. They badly need. So I think this is a good solid pick for Boston.
I agree. We move on to 26, and to be honest with you, at 26 for the Dallas Mavericks, I had the champions. I had Trey Tompkins going there. That's exactly what they need. Some more rebounding, another possible big man. They have scorers already. They could have went youth and guard, but I believe that they're going to go with Trey Tompkins and power forward.
All right, that's a good pick. Let's go on with Dallas, the Mavs, the champion team that they are.
Your boys.
Team, the veterans, yes. I'm going with Justin Harper, okay. Justin Harper's out of Richmond. He's a scorer. Well, he's a shooter, and that fits right into what Dallas does. You double team Dirk. You can go with anybody.
Find the wide open man. I agree that they do need the best available player at that point, and that's why I had Tompkins going there. But they do need guard youth. I completely agree with that. They need youth, period. Okay. Jason Terry's getting old. Everything else. So let's move on to number 27. I'm gonna let you go on ahead and take this stage right here.
New Jersey Nets.
I'm going with
my hometown team, Notre Dame's Ben Hasbro. Ben Hasbro is a very solid player, very solid point guard. His weakness is defense, but that's basically it. I think his leadership is questionable too, but he can score. He can fill it up.
He's a shooter.
He's a penetrator too.
He did great in a wide open spread offense.
Yes, and he can learn under their quality point guard that they have right now.
He's a D-League, and I agree. I'm sorry, I disagree. I do believe that's where I put Kenneth Reed, power forward. They got rid of their pick last year in Derek Favors. I'm gonna go with Kenneth Reed out of Morehead State. They have to go big. That's what they have to do. I like Hansbrough. He's a scorer. He slips way into the second round to me. I mean, at this point, like you said, it's a talent-rich pool, and I think for Reed fell this far, they have to go with it, the best big man available. So now we're going to move on to Chicago, who actually has 2 of the last final 3 picks here. And at number 28, I'm going to have him taking Charles Jackson, shooting guard at Hofstra. The kid's a big-time scorer. He played at a small school. At this point, once again, it is talent-rich. So it's a gamble at that point. Possible D-League. They do need a shooting guard. They need somebody to go alongside with Derrick Rose that can actually play some defense.
Right. That's why I'm going with Jeremy Tyler.
Okay.
Can play power forward, center. This guy is an enigma. People don't really know a lot about him, but he has a lot of talent. And Chicago needs big men as well as people that can score.
Yeah, they got
this would be a good
Tyrese Thomas. Yeah, it's a possibility. I mean, they need more depth and potential scoring. Move on to San Antonio at 29. And this is where I get my boy D. Morris going, my Michigan man. Tony Parker getting a little older, a lot of drama out there in San Antonio. Darius Morris can dish the rock. He's a floor general. It's a possible great pick at that point. Tim Duncan's done. I understand the team is not done. I understand the team is older, but Darius Morris is a floor general, and when you have to start over again, which they will have to do soon, Darius Morris is the guy to do it.
Okay, well that's when I go with Kyle Singler. He fits right into what San Antonio does as far as what the coach wants. He was well coached with Krzyzewski anyway, so he understands that part of the game. He's a
they
good
do like a small forward. I agree with that. At that point, they have to take the
need
best available player, and I had Singler going already. So
yes.
I mean, if he falls that far, it's a no-brainer for them.
They're going to take him.
And to conclude that 2011 NBA mock draft, the Bulls have the final pick. And this right here, I think they have to take the best player available, and I'm going to go with Shelvin Mack out of Butler. I think the guy has been a beast the whole time. 2 straight Final Fours. Run the point. Perfect. Good floor general. I understand they have Derrick Rose, but you can never have too many guys like that on your team. The guy's big, athletic, scorer, can shoot the 3, play defense. I think that's the best player available at this point in the draft.
Okay, all right. You're not called Big Pimpin' for nothing, because I picked the same guy, Shelvin Mack. Chicago Bulls need a scorer, at that position.
Yes.
Shooting guard. He does have to improve his jumper, I think, but he has athleticism. His jumper will come. Playing off of Jalen Rose, I mean, he's going to be seeing. He's going to get a lot of looks.
If they struck out miss at 28. Then Shelvin Mack's a possible filler at 2. They can move Derrick Rose to the 2 if they have to. I completely agree.
Yeah, and it takes, he doesn't always have to have the ball. Derrick Rose doesn't.
No, he can come off pick and rolls. He can do anything. Shelvin Mack can run it, play some defense, and get that in there.
Right. I like that pick.
Okay. Once again, this is Big Pimpin' and my man Cletus coming at you for Key TV 2011 NBA mock draft. Soon we're going to come at you with some college football news. Peace.
Peace.